اقتربوا وافسحوا لاخوانكم. Come forward, please. Make space for your brothers. الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله. الحمد لله تعالى نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك ولعظيم سلطانك. سبحانك لا نحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك. لك الحمد كله ولك الشكر كله على ما أنعمت وأوليت يا رب العالمين. اللهم كما أنعمت فأدم وزدنا من نعمك واجعلنا من الشاكرين. اللهم عرفنا نعمك بدوامها ولا تعرفنا نعمك بزوالها. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه وخليله، أرسله رحمة للعالمين وهدى وبشرى للمحسنين، فبلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وتركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. فصل اللهم عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن اهتدى بهديه واتبع سنته واقتفى أثره بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فيقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: ولتكن منكم أمة يدعون إلى الخير ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر وأولئك هم المفلحون. Allah the Almighty says, let there be among you a group of people who invites to righteousness, to what is good, to command what is good, forbid what is evil, and those are the successful. In this very command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can see that He is addressing us from among you. It's not an exclusive property for the companions of the Prophet ﷺ. You, it means the Ummah of Muhammad ﷺ. So when we read this ayah, وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ, let there be among you, still Allah's speech addressing us. It never ends. It's always addressing us. Among us, a group of people should come forward and be those who invite to what is good, promote what is good, share what is good, and forbid what is evil. It can be related to the scholars, but it's not only the scholars who should do that. We have this on different levels. The scholars probably, they have the biggest task in this, but it's not only them. Everyone can be part of that group. And I do not mean a group with a certain name or certain title or manifesto or what have you. It means those who come together for Allah's sake, those who love to promote goodness and forbid evil. So this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He addressed our ummah, He said, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. You are the best people that has been put forward to humanity. You command what is good, you forbid what is evil, and you believe in Allah. So these are the three pillars of khayriyat al-ummah, the goodness of this ummah. So Allah called the ummah ummat al-khayr, ummah of goodness, because of these three pillars. Iman in Allah Azza wa Jal, command what is good, forbid what is evil. If we lost one of these, we will fail. And this is exactly what's happening with us. Our ummah is failing, big time. Alhamdulillah, we still have Iman, great, alhamdulillah. But we are not doing our job in commanding what is good, promoting what is good, and forbidding what is evil. So this is why in the other verse, in the same surah, in Surah Ali Imran, he said subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ. Let there be among you a group of people who call for righteousness, command what is good, forbid what is evil. So this is part of the main pillars of our ummah, that we are ummah of goodness. The moment we lose this, we lost our direction. And Ramadan comes next week, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah make it the best Ramadan ever we have witnessed. So Ramadan comes, and one of the names of Ramadan is Shahrul Khayrat, the month of goodness. So let's revive this goodness in our community, in our families, in our universities, in our schools. Let's be the promoters of goodness. Let's share this goodness. We have plenty of things to share. And the Prophet ﷺ, he is the master of promoting goodness and sharing goodness, ﷺ. Amongst these things, you feed those who cannot find anything to eat in Ramadan, for instance. Sharing goodness. Even those homeless people, even non-Muslims, share this goodness. This is part of who we are. Sharing goodness, remind somebody, your colleague, your friend, your neighbor, about fasting in Ramadan. I'm pretty sure we know many people who never fasted Ramadan. Let's try with gentleness, with kindness, to remind them about this holy, precious month, Ramadan. Having said this, to call for goodness, it has etiquettes. So sometimes we have some hardcore people in your face approach. They call for goodness, but instead of calling for goodness, the result will be calling for evil. His attitude, his approach is very harsh. Although he has a good intention, or she has a good intention, it's not enough. You need to learn the prophetic way. وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَظًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. Allah says. So by the mercy of Allah, you were very kind with them. Had you been harsh-hearted with them, they would have dispersed from around you. So this is the human nature. أحسن إلى الناس تستعبد قلوبهم فلطالما استعبد الإنسان إحسانه. Be nice to the people, you will win their hearts. Always goodness wins the hearts of people. So be kind, be nice. And the Prophet ﷺ, in many narrations, he says, إن الرفق لم يكن في شيء إلا زانه ولم ينزع من شيء إلا شانه. Goodness will never exist in anything, but it makes it better. And it never be lost from anything, but it makes it worse. So if we lost kindness, if we lost this leniency, then we are not achieving our role as ummah of khayr, ummah of goodness. And we have a big opportunity now, Ramadan. People are curious to ask why you are fasting. People are watching and observing to see how you react whilst you are fasting. Don't be Mr. Grumpy. When he fasts, he loses his patience and he starts doing stuff which is very annoying. Don't. One of the good things which we might share as well, invite your friends to share with you one day in Ramadan. Make it a challenge. You do this challenge to go to this mountain and fundraise for this cause, and do the challenge to go that miles, many miles, and run marathon, half marathon, what have you. Make this year's challenge to fast one day with your non-Muslim friends and break your fast with them. But they have to see goodness in you first. If they have seen that you are so grumpy when you fast, it's not something good. They won't follow through. So you have to act with kindness. You have to control yourself to be the image which they will aspire to. And this is how the Prophet ﷺ was. So let's encourage our children as well, who are not yet over puberty, to fast as much as they could. 2-3 hours depends on their age. 7 onward, we try training them. 2 hours, 3 hours, and then half a day, and so on. So let's try as well to spread this goodness. Let's try to be the promoters of goodness, not only in Siyam, but because we have this opportunity in Ramadan, so let's seize this opportunity. And people's hearts are very close to Allah in this very month. So let's plant the seeds of goodness and nourish it and look after it. And I hope, inshallah ta'ala, it will give the fruits which we are looking after, inshallah ta'ala. So this is one thing. The other thing, forbidding what is evil. Forbidding what is evil, again, it should not be in a harsh manner. The prophetic manner is the way to forbid what is evil. Someone is doing something wrong. Someone is promoting something wrong. We have to do our best to stop it. We have to do our best to prevent it. On different levels. Depends where you are. What do you have under your control? Depends which authority you belong to. Do you have this authority or not? Nevertheless, we have to do something. At least as in the hadith, Prophet ﷺ says, you forbid evil in your hand. If you can change it, change it. If you can't, then in your tongue, talk about it, write about it. Or at least, if you can't do this or that, revoke it in your heart. But nevertheless, we have to be active, to do something. So here we go. The goodness and the blessings of Ramadan is very near. And we need to prepare ourselves to receive these blessings and mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one of the very important things before Ramadan, to reconcile what we have between us as neighbors, as friends, as colleagues, as siblings, as parents, as children. If you have any dispute, go and sort it out before Ramadan starts. You don't want to hit Ramadan with any dispute with anyone, because the mercy of Allah will be withheld from you until you reconcile, as the hadith says. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive people every Monday and Thursday, but He will withhold His mercy and forgiveness from two people or groups if they were in dispute until they reconcile. أنظرا هذين حتى يصطلحا, in the hadith, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, أنظرا هذين حتى يصطلحا. So He will call upon the angels not to send the mercy, to withhold the mercy until these two people reconcile. So you have some time now before Ramadan, a week or so. So let's prepare ourselves and go and seek Allah's forgiveness and people's forgiveness whom we have wronged. And this is part of promoting goodness and sharing goodness. Whilst you are doing this, remember one important thing. When you seek people's forgiveness, if you have wronged them, you have to mean it. It's not tick the box exercise. It won't work, I can tell you. From experience, I can tell you. Many times, people exercise tick the box. I've asked him many times, but he never forgave me. Yeah, because you were not very keen to have his forgiveness. Mean it, and he will forgive you, or she will forgive you. And do plenty of supplications to Allah to soften their hearts to forgive you. And the third thing which we should recognize before Ramadan as well, make sincere intention in your heart between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's do it now. In your heart, say, Ya Allah, I want this Ramadan to be the best Ramadan I have witnessed. Allow me, Ya Allah, to be better than any other Ramadan. Make it in your heart with deep sincerity and say, Ya Allah, I want to be better. Help me to be a better Muslim, a better husband, a better parent, a better sibling, a better citizen. Help me, Ya Allah, to promote goodness, to be part of those group whom you have called upon in the Quran, Ummat al-Khayr. Make me amongst them, Ya Allah, and make me amongst al-Muflihun, whom you have mentioned in the Quran. وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. So make this sincere intention, and believe me, with this intention, follow it up with action. Allah will change the course of your Ramadan, will change the opening of your Ramadan, will change the actions which you have in Ramadan and make it better. But you need good, sincere intention. You need to follow it up with action. Not only intention and you sleep all day. Not only good intention and you do nothing and things will be parachuted on you. It won't. It won't, I can assure you. You need to move. Even one step, Allah will give you 10 steps in return. But you give one and wait for 10 plus even in Ramadan. So let's not forget that this month is the best month we have throughout the year. So let's not spoil this month with so many dishes and so many stuff. This is not the soul of the month. This is not the spirit of the month. I know some people are preparing menus now and lists and stuff and sweets and I don't know what. This is not what the month is all about. Prepare for the heavenly food. Prepare for the heavenly drinks which descends from Allah Azza wa Jal. This is what we are looking for. Not the food. We eat every day. Every day we eat. So let's long for the heavenly food, which we are not always eating. So Ramadan is the feast from the heaven. So let's eat from that food. Let's share that goodness. Let's be the promoters of mercy and love and harmony in our communities. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم. الحمد لله وكفى الصلاة والسلام على النبي المصطفى وعلى آله وصحبه ومن بعهده وفى. On a practical level, let's say, with that very intention which we have made now, Ya Rab, make this Ramadan the best Ramadan we ever witnessed. Between you and Allah Azza wa Jal as well. Say, Ya Allah, I have these 3 bad qualities. Just pick 3 of the bad things which you have, bad habits which you have. You name them. Between you and Allah again. Yes? Say, this Ramadan, I want to get rid of this and this and this. So let's divide Ramadan into 3 10s. As usual, the first 10 days, the second 10 days, the last 10 days. Say in the first 10 days I will focus on my patience, which is very important because usually people lose their patience at the beginning of Ramadan. Say that first 10 days I will focus on my patience, be a person of sabr and patience. And the second 10 days I will focus on, let's say, my tongue more. Yes? Control your tongue. And say in the last 10 days I will focus on, I don't know what. You pick one of these things which you are suffering from. It's hurting you, it's causing you a lot of troubles. It's causing you some sins and mistakes and what have you. You can add more. It's up to you. But I'm talking on a practical note. Say in this Ramadan I want to get rid of these 3 things and develop 3 good things. My salah on time, for instance, continuous recitation of the Quran, even 1-2 pages per day across the year, not only Ramadan. And the third thing you choose, again up to you. You can add or delete, up to you. On a practical level, scientifically, it's been proven in order to get rid of a bad habit or establish a good habit, you need between 20 to 40 days. And Ramadan is spot on, 30 days. Allows us to improve ourselves, to be better, to improve our character, to improve our performance, to improve our even work, be more efficient, be more focused, be more productive. And this is what we call goodness, because you are moving from level to another. You are moving towards the characteristics and the character of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And remember, what did he say alayhi salatu wasalam? إنكم لن تسعوا الناس بأموالكم ولكن فليسعهم منكم بسط الوجه وحسن الخلق. You will never be able to accommodate people with your wealth, no matter how much you are wealthy. But you can accommodate them in 2 things: cheerful face and good character. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us to make this Ramadan the best Ramadan we ever witnessed. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us the callers for goodness and promoters for goodness. Enable us to forbid evil and prevent evil. اللهم يا رب يا رحمن يا بديع السماوات والأرض يا ذا الجلال والإكرام، اللهم إنا نسألك أن تجعلنا من أمة الخير. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر. اللهم إنا نسألك أن تجعلنا من المفلحين. اللهم اجعلنا من المفلحين. اللهم اجعلنا من المفلحين. اللهم اجعل رمضان الذي يقدم علينا خير رمضان قدم علينا يا رب العالمين. اللهم أعنا فيه على الصيام والقيام وغض البصر وحفظ اللسان. اللهم هيئنا لرمضان وهيئ رمضان لنا وتسلمه منا متقبلا. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين، وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم أنزل السكينة والرحمة على قلوبنا. اللهم أصلح ما بيننا يا رب العالمين. اللهم أصلح فيما بيننا يا رب العالمين. اللهم يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث يا الله، فرج الكرب عن المكروبين ونفس الهم عن المهمومين. كن مع إخواننا في سوريا يا رب العالمين. كن مع المستضعفين في سوريا يا رب العالمين. كن مع إخواننا في فلسطين ولبنان والعراق. كن مع إخواننا في اليمن وليبيا وفي بورما وفي أفغانستان وفي الصومال. وكن مع إخواننا حيثما كان ظلم وقهر يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله. نسألك يا حي يا قيوم أن تعفو عنا. اللهم اعف عنا. نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمة في الدين والدنيا والآخرة. لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرته، ولا هما إلا فرجته، ولا مريضا إلا شفيته، ولا ضالا إلا هديته. واهدنا إليك ودلنا بك عليك، ولا تجعل حوائجنا إلا إليك. صلي وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم، ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. اقتربوا إلى الأمام وأفسحوا لإخوانكم. بسم الله.